Om Shanti. Today's Murli essence. Sweet children, become detached from your bodies while alive. Become bodiless and remember the Father. This is known as dead silence. Question. On what basis do you children make your foundation strong? Answer. On the basis of purity. The purer you souls become, that is, the more you become real gold, the stronger you become. Baba is now laying such a strong foundation of self-sovereignty that no one can shake that foundation for half the cycle. No one can snatch away your kingdom. Song. Salutations to Shiva. Om Shanti. Baba says, remember me, become bodiless. That is, let there be dead silence. Just like the dead silence there is when someone dies. They say his body has become silent. As soon as the soul separates from the body, everything ends. When all you children sit here, it is called dead silence. Become bodiless while alive. Consider yourselves to be souls and remember the Father. You know, this is true peace. People don't know what peace is. They don't know the meaning of dead silence. Why do they say dead silence? To remind you that a person has died and that he has become silent. You also die, that is, you become silent. When eminent people go to the sacred memorial of Gandhiji, they say, let there be dead silence. That is, sit in silence. We know that we souls are embodiments of peace. The world doesn't know this. We establish in our original form. Our original religion is peace. We souls are embodiments of peace. People don't know this, and this is why they ask for peace. Souls say, I want peace. Souls have forgotten their original religion. In fact, the religion of souls is peace. So, why do souls say they are peaceless? Just sit down and become bodiless. Those people sit and practice breath control exercise. In bracket, pranayam. By force as though they have died. That is called artificial peace. You children know your original religion is peace. You souls are receiving your self-sovereignty. It is souls who become everything. A soul becomes a warrior. A soul becomes a barrister. A soul says, I want a kingdom. The soul claimed a kingdom previously from the Father and has come to claim it once again. When people are body conscious, they experience sorrow. You now understand you are souls and that you have come to claim your self-sovereignty from your Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. You souls want your kingdom. The soul asked the unlimited Father for self-sovereignty at this time. Sri Krishna had self-sovereignty and then he lost in the Father has come and is now giving you children the kingdom. This is called Raj Yoga. The Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul teaches you Raj Yoga. Because human beings are body conscious, they say, I am so and so. each one considers the body to be I, the self. In fact, it is the soul who says I. The soul says I am picking this thing up. A female would say I am picking this thing up. Bracket using the female gender. In fact, souls are male. I, a soul, am a son of the Father. The soul says, Baba, I am claiming my self-sovereignty from you. The Supreme Soul gives you souls your self-sovereignty. Look how much difference there is between devotion and knowledge. There are temples to Shiva. The most bells are rung in temples to Shiva. They awaken him. They awaken everyone too. Bands play early in the morning. Here, the Father awakens you children and makes you into deities. There is no question of ringing bells, etc. The Father says, if you want your self-sovereignty, first of all, become pure. You have your aim and objective in your intellects. Students say, I will pass my matriculation and then do this. Sannyasis want to have peace. There is a story about a queen who was searching for a necklace while it was still around her neck. Similarly, people also searching outside for peace. However, souls are embodiments of peace. Souls have forgotten their original religion and now consider themselves to be bodies. The Father reminds you once again, you are souls. You souls have taken 84 births. No one else can explain these things. The Father says, you don't know your own births. I tell you about them. You are Brahma Kumars and Kumaris. The Father has explained, you cannot imbibe knowledge without having purity. It is said, you need a golden vessel to hold the milk of a lioness. Here too a golden vessel is required. Souls become gold by remembering the Father. The Father too is real gold. When a soul remembers the Father, knowledge is then able to enter his intellect. You were real gold and pure. But this knowledge does not affect anyone. The Father says, I give you soul's self-sovereignty. You receive this self-sovereignty when it is the end of the old world and the beginning of the new world. People have limited kingdoms now. They never receive an unlimited kingdom. They cannot become the masters of the world. You become this through the Father. Only God, the Father, knows about your 84 births. Deities cannot know about their births. If they were to know about them, they would become unhappy. They would wonder if they are going to continue to come down the ladder. They would lose the happiness of the kingdom. Here you know everything. You know that you are souls. There is no question of doubt about this. You listen to one another and the number of you continues to grow. This tree of the deity religion is being established. When someone comes, you can understand. This one who belongs to our Brahmin clan has come. He has completed his devotion and now comes to claim his inheritance from the Father. When knowledge comes to an end, devotion begins. No one knows this. A building too is first new and then becomes old. A building with a weak foundation definitely has a shorter lifespan. Nowadays, the buildings, very strong buildings, so that even when there is an earthquake, they don't fall and there's no loss. They build them very strong. They make the kingdom for 21 births. They make the foundations very strong. You are now laying the foundation for your self-sovereignty. You souls receive the kingdom for 21 births. Kingdoms here are nothing. Today they have a kingdom and tomorrow someone attacks them and everything would be over. There is no foundation of anything. Human beings have no foundation either. They are here today and gone tomorrow. Baba is now laying a strong foundation for you so that you claim your fortune of the kingdom for 21 births. There is a strong foundation being laid for your kingdom. No physical storms can shake you. It also says in Gita, Baba is giving you such a kingdom that no one can take it away from you or make it fall. He gives you such sovereignty that there isn't the slightest mention of sorrow there. You souls should experience so much happiness. You have that faith, do you not? If there isn't faith, that soul isn't worthy of going to heaven. There are so many Brahma Kumars and Kumaris, they continue to increase. You know that the ocean of knowledge, the purifier, is teaching us Raja Yoga. People say that Krishna taught it. How can they understand that Shiva Baba entered a human body and taught it? Bharat was pure and is now impure. They go and bow down in front of the deity idols and sing their praise. They would never sing in front of Shiva. They are full of all virtues. 16 celestial degrees full. The praise of Shiva is different. He is the ocean of knowledge, the purifier, the bestower of salvation for all, the innocent Lord who fills everyone's apron. Everyone has forgotten such a father. People call out to the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, to come and remove their sorrow and give them happiness. The remover of sorrow and the bestower of happiness is only the one. His directions are the most elevated. They are the directions of God, the doubly elevated one, through which you children become elevated. The government too says this world is corrupt. They don't know who can make it elevated. They think sages will make it elevated. However, they can't do that. It is the task of the Father alone. Previously, They used to follow the directions of the one king. In the golden age, you don't have advisors, etc. The emperors themselves would have the power. The title advisor is not mentioned there. You understand that you become the masters of the world and rule the kingdom. You have to go and rule it as you did previously. Truly, there was the kingdom of Lakshmi and Narayan in the golden age. Everyone will receive his or her own kingdom. Krishna will have his own kingdom. There are also other kings. There are at least 8. But then whether there are 8 or 108, you will know as you progress further. It isn't that you would now be given the knowledge that you are to be given a hand. The Father will continue to give knowledge to those who are still alive. He has to give it. It is fixed in the drama. The part of the Supreme Soul is at this time. The part of giving knowledge is fixed for this time, the Father says. You will understand a lot more as you progress further. He continues to explain to you day by day. You should also know how you rule the kingdom there and how marriage takes place there. When you go into trance, you see paradise, Vaikuntha, and how there are golden palaces there. How there is nothing but gold there. You see yourself in the land of divinity. Buildings of gold bricks are being built. You feel that you should bring some bricks back. But when you come down from trance, you see yourself here. Meera went into trance and would see herself dancing with Krishna. You also go to the subtle region, but there are no flesh bones there, and you become angels. Even the body of Brahma is visible in the subtle region. This same one becomes an angel. You see gardens, etc. The Father grants you visions. You say that Baba is giving you mango juice, in bracket, Shubiras, to drink. He cannot give it to you to drink in the subtle region. The flowers and fruit in paradise are first class. There are not any gardens in the subtle region. You say that you went to a garden and there was a prince there. That is Vaikuntha. You cannot find things of Vaikuntha here. All things there are first class. The Father says, I am making you into the masters of Vaikuntha. Here there is nothing but sorrow. There isn't a single human being who doesn't say, Oh God, liberate me from sorrow. They remember God when in sorrow. A worshipper of Krishna would say, Take Krishna's name. And a worshipper of Hanuman would say, Victory of Hanuman. Here the Father says, Constantly remember me alone. Remember me in such a way that at the end there will be no awareness of anyone else. When people used to sacrifice themselves Akashi, they would realize the sins they had committed and feel as though they were experiencing the punishment of birth after birth. Many sins have been committed. This is called the bird of sinful souls. Souls are sinners. It is souls that call out to the Father. O Supreme Father, Supreme Soul, O Shiv Baba, resident of the Supreme Land. He only has one real name. He is the Father of all souls. It doesn't seem right to say Saligrams after the name Rudra. It seems right to say Shiva and the Saligrams. They create an oval shaligrams and also they create an oval Shivlingam and also saligrams out of clay. Only he is the purifier. They create sacrificial fires. Here too Bharat is the most elevated of all, but they have forgotten the deity religion. Your religion is the original eternal deity religion. It should have continued all the time. Hinduism is not a religion. Those of the deity religion go through the stages of Sato, Rajo and Tamo. When they come into the Tamo stage, they can no longer call themselves deities. In fact, there is no Hindu religion. Therefore, it is explained to you. You can become deities, so come and understand this. They reply that they don't have the time. The Father says, I make you belong to me in order to give you the inheritance of happiness and peace. Some families live together and interact with one another with a lot of love. They put all their earnings together and there is no upheaval about anything. However, this place cannot be called heaven. In no home in the golden age is anyone ever ill or unhappy. The very name is heaven. Everyone there remains happy. You have come to the Father to claim your inheritance of constant happiness. You have now received knowledge. You say, Baba, you are the purifier. Purify us. You children are also the Father's godly helpers. Acha. To the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, the father, Bap Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children. The spiritual children say Namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for dharana. First, in order to claim self-sovereignty, now make the foundation of purity strong. Just as the Father is the purifier, so become as pure as the Father. Second, stabilize yourself in your original religion of peace. Renounce body consciousness as much as possible and remain soul conscious. Practice remaining in dead silence, that is, practice becoming bodiless. Blessing. May you die alive and with the awareness of your original and eternal form become free from bondage and free others too. Detail. Just as the Father takes a body on loan and doesn't come into bondage, in the same way, you children who have taken the worth of dying alive become free from any bondages of your bodies, sanskars and natures. You can adopt sanskars as and when you want, just as the Father is free from bondages. So you too become free from bondage. First, stabilize yourself in the stage of the incorporeal world and then come down. Maintain the awareness of your original and eternal form. Perform actions while considering yourselves to be souls who have incarnated, and others will follow you. Slogan: to make the atmosphere powerful with your attitude of remembrance is real service of the mind. Om Shanti.